Hi, I'm Susan Bratton, and this is the second video, 21 Deadly Mistakes Men in Relationship Make That Kill Their Sex Life. If you didn't see the video, Is Her Sex Drive Repairable? With the 4 questions you must ask yourself, make sure you enter your first name and your best email address here, and I'll send you a link to that video too. Now, the 21 Deadly Mistakes Men in Relationship Make title does not mean that the lack of sex you're experiencing right now is all because of you. I can relieve you with absolute certainty of the worry. It is not your fault that her sexual interest waned. And make sure you look for an invitation in your inbox to participate in the webinar called The Weird and Real Reason Why She Stopped Wanting You for Sex. It'll liberate you from any guilt you're holding, along with the misery from that rejection. If you're like most guys I talk to about the lack of intimacy in their marriage, the hungry bunny strain that comes from you wanting more sex than your woman, the rejection that drives a wedge between you two, or how your sex life is an off-limits discussion, and even the anger you might be feeling because it seems she's in control of when, how much, and what kind of sex you get. I want you to know that it is not only possible to rediscover that sexy, passionate girl you married, it's possible to repair your sex life and rekindle her libido with a series of seduction techniques created strictly for men in long-term relationships. Don't cheat on her or give her a reason to find fulfillment elsewhere by not handling this. Don't replace her. Those guys with serial wives never figure out what I'm about to show you. And don't continue to live your life in misery. You and your woman as human beings have an inalienable right to a thriving sex life. It is possible to wrest control from her, to become the visionary, her sexual leader, to recreate her feelings of attraction for you. She'll thrill to you again. Now, you can both accept that a natural slowdown is reasonable, or you can say, no, I want a rich, juicy, zesty sex life with my woman. And then you can fast track her back to passion with erotic communication, female positive psychology techniques, and advanced sexual mastery strategies like zone theory and arousal structures and positive feedback loops. These things work. They're easy to learn, and you can do them without telling her, and you will see her respond immediately. So, if you're still here, you have an inkling that there's so much more for you, and a path back to what you only fantasize about now. What mistakes do guys make when they see their sex life slipping through their fingers? Here are just a couple of the 21 deadly mistakes. Male pattern anger, victimhood, begging or bargaining for sex, feeling rejected when she says no to sex. And here's the biggie: believing your woman controls the sex. These are just a few of the common mistakes guys make. Turns out she's dying to have you take control and reset her brain chemistry. And allowing her to be in control hasn't been working too well for you anyway, has it? If you take back the responsibility for your sex life in the right way, she'll thank you. She'll actually be grateful. You can seduce that woman whose eyes used to light up when you walked in the room, that beauty you fell in love with, to come back out and play. You can make her your sexual match. Start here. Download this MP3 audio and let it get you motivated. I've clipped some keen advice from a dozen experts that I've featured in Revive Her Drive, the stuff they say guys do that undermines their goals. You're doomed to fail unless you know the sequence to take control. So see if you're making any of these deadly mistakes, and I'll make sure you also get an invitation to my webinar, The Weird and Real Reason She Stopped Wanting Sex with You, and a link to my other videos, Is Her Sex Drive Repairable? And Stealth Turnaround Tricks. where I show you how to avoid poking the emotional hornet's nest, arguing or fighting about sexual dysfunction, when all you need is to simply revive her drive. Just fill out your first name and email address right now, right here. Do it! And start listening immediately, or download and take the MP3 on the go. It would truly be my honor to support you and your deserving woman in having the kind of sex together that leaves you breathless, laughing, and feeling totally alive and deeply loved and satisfied again.